Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Alright, so today I'm taking a look at another Predator offering from Neca, but it's the Thermal Vision Fugitive Predator from the new movie. Let's check it out. Alright guys, here's a new Predator, what he looks like in the box. So this is not considered an Ultimate figure, and as you can tell, it doesn't have the same boxing as the Ultimate Predator that Neca also released. Neca's been releasing a lot of these Predator figures, and this one from the latest Predator movie is one of my favorites from Neca. I mean, this guy looks amazing, as you can see with the thermal vision, the heat signatures that he has on him. And you can check out the back of the box. That would be from the Predator movie, which I have right here. Really cool. And then you can see the actual Predator figure himself down here. So let's break him open and take a look at him a little closer. Alright guys, so here's the new Thermal Vision Fugitive Predator out of the box. So of all the Neca's come out with a lot of Predator figures in the last few years, and out of all of them, he is right up there with one of my favorites. I mean, this guy is so cool. We'll talk about the paint job in just a minute, but let's go over some of the things that he comes with, which is not a lot. So he comes with 4 of these, and they're kind of flimsy and bendable. I feel like if I pressed hard enough, I could break it. But all 4 of them have the heat signature on just the one side and just blue on the other. And you can see the same thing. And the same thing with the other 2 right there. Alright, but that's all he comes with. He doesn't come with any weapons or anything like that. So when I first received this in the box, I heard something rattling in there. And this little plasma cannon was loose. It kind of broke off. Well, it didn't break off. The little fastener kind of fell off inside of the box, and this plasma cannon was loose. So I had to take it and put it back together, and I had to use needle nose pliers because the thing was literally like that big and super thin. It was so thin I couldn't even pick it up with my fingers. And that would be the hinge that the plasma cannon is on right there. But I'm not sure why mine came off, but no big deal. I put it right back on, and it's just like brand new. So you can see how it folds up here. It moves forward here. You can move it up and down. I wouldn't play with this too much because it does feel a little flimsy. You can actually turn it. There we go. So you can actually turn it left and right too. But you can see it's made of that clear, translucent blue plastic that is present throughout the whole character. But other than that, I wouldn't even consider that an accessory. That's just part of the actual Predator. So let's take a look at his face. And on the one side, just like in the movie poster, he has the heat signature just on the one side, and other small faint traces of the heat signature on his other side here. He does have some hard plastic and other parts of this really soft, bendable plastic here. You can kind of see on his shoulders here. His hair, the dreads, all very, very soft, like a rubber material. All down his arm, though, very hard plastic. And his forearms, hard plastic. Everything else but then his accessories. His wearable accessories, like on his legs here. This stuff's very, very soft. Other side. Legs very hard, very translucent. His feet, nothing too soft there. But then if you turn it around, this little flap that he's wearing around his waist, very, very bendable. And then some of this gear that he has around his waist here in the front. You can see, if I can grab it, there you go. I can actually lift that up and move it around. And these little circle things that he has on his belt too. So let's go over his points of articulation before I talk about the paint job. So his head, left and right, it does have some articulation up and down. His shoulders, goes forward and backwards. He's supposed to have a ball joint in there, but I think this little piece is kind of holding him back slightly. You can see that's about what I can get it to. His forearms do twist all the way around, and his wrists rotate, but I have very, very small movement up and down in his wrists. Same thing with his other side. There we go. So this is about what I can get with his shoulders. Wrists turns all the way around. Let's talk about his waist. Yeah, we have some free movement in his waist here. It's like there's a ball joint in there too. And his, oh yeah, and his legs, we can split his legs apart pretty good. You can kind of see the joints in there, the ball joint. Pretty cool. Knees and his legs, or sorry, his feet. Oh yeah, okay, I can turn them almost all the way around. Okay, cool. Oh, and I said there was no soft plastic on his feet, but there's clearly a little piece right here on the bottom that I can move. It's pretty soft. Oh, and then right here in his knees, looks like his knees you can turn all the way around too. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can pose him basically in any position that you want to with all the rotation and extension that you can do with this guy. All right, so let's get to the paint job here. Like I said before, I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorite looking Predators that Neca has released. But I'm just curious why they didn't paint the backside at all. I know it's supposed to mimic the actual movie cover, and you can't see the heat signatures in the back, but it would have been pretty cool to actually have some kind of paint job in the back instead of just straight blue like you see here. It's just a minor gripe because everyone's going to have their guy kind of posed looking forward, obviously. But it would have been nice to see some kind of paint job on the back to get some of that thermal heat signature back here. Overall, the color on this, I mean, the blue pops on this. And then with the blue, you have the bright colored yellow, green, and orange that just makes it stand out. And I'm sure he's going to stand out pretty nice amongst all the other figures that you have once you have them displayed, just based on how unique his paint job is. Also, when I was talking about the translucent blue plastic here, if I take a light and I can shine it through, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I mean, it's pretty clear and it's really cool. You can look at his other arm here, and then you can kind of see his plasma cannon there. You can see right through it. His legs, ooh, awesome. Very cool. So if you guys had this in a lighted up display cabinet, even some kind of a lit up floor where the light can maybe shine up through his legs, this guy would really stand out. Actually, I have a light that could do that. Let's try that now. I want to see what he looks like. I'll be right back. All right, so I have this little flat light here. I can't put it on the actual table and lay flat because of the power cord, but just an idea of what I was talking about. Might be too bright. Actually, let me lower it down. Something like that. Yeah, kind of. It's not exactly the effect I was looking for, but look, it kind of comes up through his legs a little bit. Stand him up. And let's put this behind him like that. There we go. But there you go. The light shining right through his whole body. It's so cool. Hell yeah, guys. Alright, so next he comes with these little blades, these little wrist blades here. And we have, at the end here, if it would focus, these little slots that fit right into his wrist. You can kind of see them here. There's two little holes that fits into. And you probably want to make sure the heat signatures are on the outside. So if I get one in there, how does it go? Kind of like... don't want to press too hard. There we go. Now let's do the other one. With the heat signature on the outside. It's actually kind of awkward to get in there. Okay. There we go. Now let's get the other side. Right in there. I guess once they're in, they fit pretty nice. Cool. There. So here's Predator, Thermal Vision Fugitive Predator with his wrist blades in. Wow. What do you guys think? Pretty badass? I agree. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the new Thermal Vision Fugitive Predator from Neca? I absolutely love it. I love his stance, I love his paint job, I love the colors, especially when you have the right lighting. I wish he came with more accessories other than just his 4 little blades that he has. Also, I wish they put a little bit more of the heat signature on his back. Minor gripes, he's awesome. I recommend picking him up if you see him, which I've seen other reviewers say he should be pretty easy to find, but I have about 6 or 7 targets in my area and not one had him. He was sold out at every single target. And even when I went there, they tried looking for one and they just couldn't find him. Right now on Amazon, he's going for 70 bucks. Didn't want to pay that, so I went to eBay. I did pay over retail, but it was under 70 bucks. So if you can grab him in the store, if you can find him, get it. I even had one target say he was discontinued. So I don't know what that's all about. I couldn't find any information online about that, but I don't think he's discontinued, but I'm not sure why the employee at Target would tell me that. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.